in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Baylor Bears, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Now on first down from the 30. Right back to the well. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
This offense wants to send a message on the opening drive of the game. No punting today. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, and nowhere to go.
Catch in the middle. It's Knight. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
It's a running room inside the 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Baylor!
One of the reasons reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air. It's Washington. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking to buy time. On target over the middle. There he goes. Touchdown Bears! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Washington. Caught over the middle, it's Messer.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Mustangs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. To the ground with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to run for it. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the finish.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line.
Oh, it's picked off. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. They'll chase him out of bounds after that play, mark it at the 16-yard line.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm. and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Rush is on him. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's got him. Makes his man miss. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, and they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Finds a tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
It's complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Oh, they're after him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, the play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
Pressure coming. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
He splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Colorado is getting stomped. You could bring back any of the greats they've had there, Cordell Stewart or Rashaan Salam. None of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 15 to Texas. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Dances away to buy time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The Bears will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. Touchdown, SMU! Special teams coming through. The third aspect of the game, delivering big time.
You're down. You need a play. What a nice job on the big punt return to give a spark. You can hear this home crowd going bananas. They needed a big shot in the arm, and they got it with the punt return.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a big play for this this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Bears just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Caught behind the line. It's Roberts. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He makes a grab. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Jennings. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Messer.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Mustangs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Running to Green. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Smart move to get down with the slide. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look...
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Nice pickup on the return, but more... got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive.
And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Back to pass, it's Washington. They've got the screen set up. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Dances away. Looking to the big tight end. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Oh, and they almost had another one, and this defense is dialed in, man. The interception on the last possession, almost another one there. They've got a really good read on this passing game.
Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Handoff to the single back. And some room to work. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Here's the pressure. Quarterback gets the first down. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Mustangs are on the move. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. A strike downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that is another first down.
And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking for room. It's Peoples. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
He's marked down.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Mustangs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The play action fake. Extending the play. Going for 6. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback may change this route. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Back to throw, it's Washington. Bringing the heat. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a fourth down.
Fourth down.
No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game,
and the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
The Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get.
Got a little room. Can they catch him? He will score. Touchdown Mustang. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back. And boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you can tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, Dave.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Scrambling away. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss. You use the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks, lots of speed in the front of that defense, and you saw it on that play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got an open man. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Under fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Motion from the wideout. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you get more and more hits on a QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Never a doubt. and they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Akron overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from InfoCision Stadium, these Zips got to be thrilled with this result. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He rifles one deep down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Looking for a man. It's Washington. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got it behind the line. It's Hernandez. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line.
You know, these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Washington. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They're going to test the right side with this one. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.